Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gerard and today our travels bring us to Turin as we're here to conclude the league phase of the Women's Champions League. Now of course in doing that we are showing love to United as they take on Juventus later this evening, and for United it is their first time concluding the league phase and they have managed to put their spot into the playoff rounds. So yeah, quite a positive first outing, and hopefully looking to conclude it on a high. Unfortunately for United, they're going to have to hope results go their way for them to secure a top 4 finish. But before we get into that, we are in a new city, our first time in Turin, and we have plenty of opportunity to explore. So we have a few hours until kickoff. Let's get on the move. Welcome to the Euro away. Now, for most of you who may have seen a video or two of mine before, I feel like you may or may not question where I get the motivation from to go out, travel to a new city on my own and to watch football. And of course the easy answer is enjoying it, enjoying watching football. But a lot of the time it comes from a need, almost a need for my own space and just to reset, because yeah, just don't feel like I have the biggest social battery. It doesn't help when you're working a customer facing role. And despite enjoying a lot of the interactions I have, a lot of the time I just need to reset and have that time alone. And when you come to a new city, like today, I can just roam, you know, I've got my camera, I spend a lot of time taking photos, and yeah, just resetting. That's what a lot of the time it is, you know. And it's unfortunate because I do believe other people bring out the best in me and I truly get to see who I am as a person. But in doing things alone, I get to figure out what I also enjoy when no one else is there. So it is quite a tricky one. But yeah, I guess like anyone else in their mid-20s, you're just kind of figuring it out. You roam around and just figure it out, you know? And I think the cherry on the top of the cake at the end of it is being able to sit in a football ground with plenty of other people that are there for the same reason as you, and you know, like I said, not necessarily have to interact, but just appreciate the fact that we're all there for the same reason, you know? And this is why a lot of the time, like I said, I enjoy it, I do it, you know? Despite the results that we've had, despite, like I said, last time out, losing 5-2 in Wolfsburg, losing the Europa League final to Tottenham, like, all of those things never really been too much of a big deal for me. It's just the experience and the opportunity to kind of figure myself out, you know? So, yeah, that's kind of why I do it. And to be honest, with this channel going forward, I've definitely been thinking about better ways to get the best out of me in terms of the videos I make. I've been wanting to do a Q&A for a little bit, so I have some questions where you guys can get to know me, you know? I feel like once you know me, it gives you a better reason to want to sit down and watch these videos. And as well as that, it helps you guys kind of help me figure out the type of videos I should be doing going forward, you know, and what will work for me. So yeah, I guess this is the opportunity. If you have any questions where you can get to know me a bit better, throw them down in the comments. But I do have quite a few in mind, so expect to see that in a video. Hopefully before the new year, we'll see. We'll try to sort something out. But yeah, you know, just roaming around, enjoying my own company as of now. Still got a few hours until kickoff, so yeah, I'll get you some B-roll and I'll see you in the stadium. Right guys, we are outside the Allianz Stadium, almost ready for kickoff, just trying to find our gate so we can get in. And yeah, hopefully enjoy the last match day of the league phase. Now, for United fans, especially those who follow both teams, we've had a bit of an awkward weekend. Starting off with the women being 3-0 down to Tottenham, but making a quite impressive comeback. And same with the men, with the, I don't even know how to describe that 4-4. But focusing on the women, of course, getting that result is, especially in the manner which we did, very positive. However, it probably comes in a vein of form that hasn't been our best. This has probably been the worst spell of our season. So it is, coming into this game today, it is going to be quite difficult, especially seeing as Juventus have won 5 of their last 7, unbeaten in 7. And even them, I don't know if it was match day 4 or 5. I believe, no, match day 4. A 3-3 draw with Lyon, the same Lyon that went to beat us 3-0. And if I'm being honest, I can't sit here and say I'm clued up on the quality of Juventus, but when you look at the results they have got, and against the teams they have gotten those results, they are going to be dangerous, and it is going to be someone, it's going to be a team that we are going to have to show a bit of respect to, because again, if we do not show up and don't, match the intensity from early, this could very easily get away from us. So for United, especially in this spell where it doesn't feel like things are going our way, the most important thing we do, that we have to make sure we do today, show up with intensity. Set the intensity early, get on the front foot. We've got quite a strong lineup, despite, like I said, maybe issues with fatigue and our depth, but we are starting with a strong lineup. We just have to be on the front foot. You have to kind of shake them up, rattle them, make them uncomfortable, and hopefully get a few early goals. Again, like an early goal or two, just to kind of put them off in that first half, will do us a lot of good. So fingers crossed we can get into a strong start. Now, of course, as well, Juventus are a few places above us, but also in the playoff spots. And based off of who the teams playing each other tonight, if United can get a result, we can see ourselves sneaking to the automatic qualifying spots. And I think for us, that is the most important thing. If we can at least give ourselves a chance by getting a result here today, I think that will benefit us so heavily. Like I said, I mentioned depth against Wolfsburg and the few injuries that we are picking up, but just to have to play one less game and maybe get a few people in January, just so we can kind of rebuild the strength of that squad, especially the starting 11, then who knows, I feel like we can kind of regain the form we saw early on in the season and hopefully finish off with some silverware somewhere. So that is what I'm thinking. In terms of a score prediction, I am gonna go 2-1. I think United can get a 2-1 here. Hopefully, I know our goal difference isn't great, so that may affect where we end up finishing. But get a win and just hope things in other games go our way. Let's get into the stadium, let's get into the game.
MUFC, okay!
Them making the noise. No, they're not even.
And just like that, the league phase of the Champions League is now complete. United closing it out with a 1-0 win here in Turin. And honestly, I'm more than happy with that result. I feel like, especially defensively, we just look like our old selves again. Going back to the types of results we were getting the start of the season and the start of the Champions League campaign, where we just shut out teams, get a goal, shut up shop, don't let them have a sniff. Because I didn't feel really worried about Juventus today. And that's just because of how we defended. Like I said, I don't think we were perfect, but we did more than enough to deserve that clean sheet today. However, out of defence, if I had to pick one person's performance to focus on, has to be Gabby George's. Just feel like her front foot and aggressive defending allowed United to stay in control of the game for the first half. She didn't allow Girelli to have any sort of influence on the game. And when you take out one of their better players and really isolate them, they didn't really have much in terms of a threat going forward. And yeah, like I said, honestly, really, really happy with her performance. It's just unfortunate that in the second half she ended up going off injured. So we can only hope it's not anything serious, but again, really impressive performance for her today. But of course, the game changer and undoubted player of the game, Jess Park, was absolutely unreal today. She took her goal really well, but in general, just demanding the ball, picking up pockets of space and connecting the dots in that midfield. Just different quality. Like, I think not only that, the connection she has between the likes of Henny, Lisa, obviously Zigiotti, when she is playing alongside her, you could just see the levels of IQ that these players have and how they use it to their benefit. Again, Park was absolutely unreal today, and you can see what happens when she just wants to take over a game, and hopefully we can just see it more and more consistently. But unreal today, absolutely unreal. And it's crazy to think, because for me, I was very sceptical of that sort of deal. I was upset to lose Grace Clinton, especially after the season she had last season. But honestly, been blown away by Jess Park since she's arrived, and honestly, she's made us better. She has made us better than having Grace Clinton. Don't get me wrong, I'm greedy. I'd love to have them both in that United squad, but Park is just showing she fits better, and long may it continue. Honestly, absolutely quality today. Now for United, we are closing out our first time in the league phase of the Champions League in 6th place, securing our spot for the playoffs and potentially putting us against either Leuven, the Belgian side, or Atletico Madrid, a rematch from earlier in the campaign. Looking forward to another away day, and obviously happy to get my first win for the women's away day. So all in all, a lovely time here in Turin. And it's been a pleasure, as always, guys. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoy, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. And be sure, remember, to comment down any questions you have for a potential Q&A that I may be doing soon. But yeah, that is going to be all from me. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.